Desperate and defeated, we made a last call to the most feared species of all. The war should have ended months ago. Instead, it dragged on, tearing apart worlds one colony at a time. We were losing. The Scerathi swarmed across the stars with hive fleets that devoured everything in their path. Every defense line we raised collapsed. Every fleet we assembled broke under their endless tide. Humanity fought with courage, but courage wasn't enough. By the third year, our proud Terran coalition was a shadow of itself. Entire systems were ash. Refugee barges filled every safe corridor of space. And still, the Scerathi advanced. That was when the Council whispered the unthinkable, call them. Chapter 1, The Forbidden Option. They're monsters, Admiral Cho spat, slamming her fist against the strategy table. We can't unleash them. We'd be replacing one threat with another. Minister Hale's face was grey with exhaustion. We're already finished. Our fleets are gone. Our colonies are gone. If we don't make the call, there won't be anything left to argue about. I stood silent at the edge of the chamber. I wasn't an admiral or a minister. Just a communications officer, the one who would be tasked with sending the call if they voted yes. The name no one wanted to say hung in the air like a storm. The Veydras. Chapter 2, The Most Feared Species of All. The Veydras weren't allies. They weren't enemies. They were something else. A species of ancient predators who had fought wars older than our civilizations. They didn't trade. They didn't negotiate. They only appeared when blood was spilled, and when they did, whole empires vanished. Legends said their fleets were silent, their warriors monstrous, their tactics incomprehensible. No one ever saw them arrive. You only saw the aftermath, burning worlds and battlefields carpeted with corpses. They didn't distinguish friend from foe. They only hunted. For centuries, the galaxy had avoided summoning them. And now, desperate and defeated, we were about to light the beacon. Chapter 3, The Vote. The council chamber was silent as the final tally appeared. 7 in favor. 4 against. It was decided. All right, Minister Hale whispered. Send the call. I swallowed hard, hands trembling as I keyed in the sequence. The code had been buried in archives for generations, a pulsar transmission tuned to frequencies older than recorded history. It wasn't words. It was a scent in light, a signal of prey calling out to its predator. When I pressed the final command, I felt as though the universe itself shuddered. The beacon went out. There was no taking it back. Chapter 4, Waiting for the Wolves. For weeks, nothing happened. The Scerathi pressed closer. Our last defenses broke. Refugee convoys prepared for evacuation deeper into the void. Many on the council began to hope the signal had failed. Maybe the Veydras no longer existed. Maybe the galaxy was better off without them. Then the stars went dark. At first, we thought it was another Scerathi fleet. But the formations were wrong. Too precise. Too silent. Dozens of black ships slid out of void space, absorbing light instead of reflecting it. Their hulls seemed alive, bristling with weapons we couldn't identify. No lights. No transmissions. Just silence. The Veydras had come. Chapter 5, The Wolves Unleashed. The Scerathi swarm struck first, launching millions of drones toward the newcomers. The Veydras responded with nothing at all. For one breathless moment, we thought they would simply watch. Then every black ship erupted in violence. Light lances shredded the swarm in seconds. Scerathi bioships split apart like fruit under invisible blades. Weapons that bent space itself tore entire flotillas into ribbons. Where our fleets had died screaming, the Veydras moved like wolves through a herd, every strike deliberate, every kill absolute. We listened to the battle through trembling comms officers. The Veydras never spoke. They never coordinated aloud. They simply killed efficiently, methodically, mercilessly. Within a day, the entire Scerathi armada was gone. Gone. Chapter 6, The Price of Survival. Relief swept through our people like wildfire. Cheers rang out in bunkers and refugee barges. For the first time in years, the enemy was broken. But Admiral Cho only whispered, "We've traded one predator for another." She was right. The Veydras didn't leave. Their ships lingered in orbit over our last stronghold, silent and watching. We sent hails. No answer. We sent diplomats. They never returned. Then the harvesting began. Not of humans, not of our worlds, but of the battlefield. The Veydras descended upon wreckage, collecting corpses, technology, fragments of both Scerathi and human fleets. Like crows picking over carcasses, they stripped everything of value. And we could do nothing. Chapter 7, The Messenger. One night, the sky split. A single Veydras ship descended over the capital. From it emerged a figure that made every guard recoil. It was humanoid, but wrong. Too tall, too gaunt, armored in plates that writhed like living bone. Its eyes burned white. It didn't speak, not with words. Its voice entered our minds, cold and vast. "You called," it said. We answered. Minister Hale managed to stammer, "We, thank you for saving us." The figure tilted its head. "We did not save you. We hunted. You lit the beacon. That is the pact." Admiral Cho stepped forward. "What will you do now?" The figure's eyes glowed brighter. "Now, we wait. Should you call again, we will come. But know this, every hunt feeds us. One day, we may no longer distinguish between your enemies and you." And then it was gone. Chapter 8, The Aftermath. The Veydras vanished as suddenly as they had arrived, slipping back into the dark between stars. The Scerathi were gone, broken beyond recovery. Humanity was safe for now. But fear lingered. We had survived, yes. But survival had come at a cost. Every species in the galaxy knew now, humanity had lit the beacon. We had summoned the wolves. And the wolves had answered. Epilogue, the last call. Years later, I still remember the feeling of pressing that final command. We told ourselves it was the only choice. That without the Veydras, we would have perished. Maybe that was true. But sometimes, when I look at the stars, I wonder if we made a greater mistake than extinction. Because the most feared species of all knows us now. Knows we will call again if we grow desperate enough. And predators never forget the scent of prey.